Hi, Glenn Phillips with Beach Homes Realty and beach-homes.com. So, is beach real estate a buyer's market or a seller's market right now? I think my answer may surprise you a little bit, but let's start with just the meaning of each to begin with. A seller's market is typically, and not always, but typically where there is limited inventory and a lot of demand. And so the sellers can can suggest a higher and higher price, and the buyers, each competing for a limited supply, will actually pay more and more. This happened during COVID. There was a frenzy and so many people wanted to buy, very few people were selling, and so it created a seller's market and they got extra premium for that transaction. Now, buyer's market is the inverted of that. There are tons of homes for sale and not that many buyers. If we go back to the real estate bust, all the real estate became a buyer's market. There's just homes everywhere. People were just doing about anything they could to get it sold. People were underwater. They just needed a deal. Clearly, pricing is affected by this supply and demand. When there's a seller's market, prices tend to go up. When there's a buyer's market, prices tend to go down. Typical, supply and demand. Whatever there's less of gets a premium price. When there's more of it, it goes down. One of the things that's interesting in COVID, an already decreasing inventory of beach homes for sale declined, and it became even more reduced over time. And then very recently, we've started to see a little bit of an increase in inventory. So does that mean it's a buyer's market or a seller's market? Well, it's a bit of an oddity here for two things, well, really one, and that is what I call phantom inventory, where homes that are for sale at the beach that are priced appropriately, they sell really quickly. They don't really stick in inventory. There are a lot of sellers, though, who believe they're still in this frenzied, hard seller's market, who've overpriced their home, expecting to get what their neighbor got 2 years ago, or they bought the home during COVID and they're trying to sell it as if it's the same market, and it's not. So these homes are put on the MLS and they show up in websites like beach-homes.com and other websites, and they don't go anywhere. I call this phantom inventory. They're listed, but they're really not for sale. And the headlines say, oh, inventory has increased across the country for real estate. Well, yeah, but it's not really moving. So that's not necessarily a change in supply very much, because there's still high demand. But today's buyer, they've really become no nonsense. They don't want to, in the current economic conditions, don't want to really overpay. They don't want to pay what somebody paid to get the house during COVID because they feel it was overpaid. So what I believe we have is not a buyer's market or a seller's market. We have a stalemate market. There is strong demand. Prices are holding, but there's not enough transactions and we're limited by inventory. So neither of them has a true upper hand right now. And it could stay that way through 24, maybe through 25. We'll see. Certain things could change. We're not really affected in the beach markets by mortgage rates, so those rates going up and down won't really impact either party that much. A lot of the deals are cash, and they can afford these homes. So it's very interesting. So is it a buyer's-seller's market? It depends on your market. It could be more one and another depending on which beach you're looking at across the country. So it makes sense to check with a local expert beach real estate agent who's going to be able to give you things that are different from the general headlines we see about real estate across the country for primary residents. It's a little different about how the inventories work at the beach. Anyways, I hope these things are helpful to you as you look at whether you're looking to buy or sell. Be sure and visit us at beach-homes.com, where we have thousands of properties for sale in the Atlantic and Gulf Coast. We're about to grow into additional states soon, so check back. And I hope this information has been helpful. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out beach-homes.com.